You're listening to Drummer Daily, the only daily podcast dedicated just to drummers, for a free video series explaining how you can become rock solid at playing drums with a click track in just 2 weeks in as little as 20 minutes per day. Visit boomclick.net. Well, hey there. Thanks for dropping by again for Drummer Daily. I hope that you are doing well. This podcast is coming out on, I believe it will be, the 29th, I think, of December, around there, the end of the year in 2016. And so for today and then tomorrow's episode as well, I thought that maybe we would talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. Now wait, don't stop the podcast, don't fast forward, don't delete me yet, because I think it's kind of lame how everybody always is like, every or company is like, your New Year's resolution should be to buy a new couch. And it's always like everybody tries to frame everything around a New Year's resolution. And so I'm not directly doing that. I don't like New Year's resolutions as a whole because I don't, I'll tell you why in a minute, I'll get there. But I think there's a better way, something different we can do going into a new year that will make a bigger difference to our lives and especially our drumming. So I thought I would share with you that thought, and then I want to share with you my own personal kind of goals for the year. So I just gave it away. It's goals. So I want you to think of just one thing this year, this upcoming year, 2017, that you would like to do drumming wise. Whether it's an accomplishment, a recording you'd like to do, do you want to, get better at, I mentioned editing my drums yesterday. Do you want to record some drums? Do you want to, do you want to play more at church? Do you want to be a better, do you want to try to find something quantifiable? Though I said be better, that may not be quantifiable. Is it, I want to post 5 new YouTube videos of myself playing, or I want to work up to where I can justify buying that new snare, or whatever it is, drum related. And identify one goal, one thing you want to accomplish this year. Now, New Year's resolutions a lot of time are not a goal, a one thing I want to do. A New Year's resolution is always, the classic, I want to exercise more, or I'm going to start reading every day, or I'm going to start doing a thing all the time, really is what it is. And I don't think of those as being, it's easy to fail, because if you say, I'm going to start exercising every day, the first day you don't exercise, that's a failure. It can be a failure in your mind that I didn't hold up my resolution because I didn't do the thing I said I was going to do. Well, when you set a goal for drumming or for anything else, all of a sudden, that goal is a concrete thing that you're aiming for. But today, if I don't, let's say my goal is to get better at playing with a click track. Well, if for some reason today I don't practice playing with a click track, I haven't failed at my goal for the year, which is to get better. I didn't change my focus just because I didn't do it today. I didn't take the step today that I maybe had planned to, but I didn't all of a sudden, take 10 steps back or miss the mark. I've not done it today. So it doesn't change my success or my failure. One day does not change my success or failure. Now, I will say that this kind of idea requires a little more discipline, because you do have a goal that's out there. But what I think, as far as making a resolution goes, what you can do is you can set a goal that is, I want to accomplish this thing this year. But then what you do is you set what might be like a resolution that is, what are the steps that I need to take to get there by December 31st, 2017? So is it okay? Well, if I'm you kind of can back your way out of this. So if December 31st, it's like, all right, well, if I'm going to be there on December 31st, I need to be at X point by November 31st. Okay, and then where do I need to be in October? to get to where I need to be in November, and back your way out. Slowly step your way back to January 1st of 2017 and find out, right, this is where I need to be on there. Set micro goals that you have already clearly set up on the front end that will get you stair step, ladder step your way to that goal for the end of the year. So instead of a resolution, set a goal. But I want you to have a target in mind. I think that a lot of times as drummers, we just like to sit around and play. And I love sitting around and playing. There's nothing wrong with sitting down and just playing the drums and having fun. But if you have aspirations to be a more inspiring player, to be in a band with, so if you inspire the bass players and the guitar players and the keyboard players and the singers, or if you're at church, the congregation, if you want to be something different or something more, you want to achieve something new in your drumming, you have to have a goal to get there. So if you just want to play and have fun for the rest of your life and how you're playing right now is cool, then don't set a goal. You don't have to set a goal, and that's totally fine. But if you do, if you're serious about your drumming, you're serious about this thing and you take it seriously, it's not just a hobby, it's more than that, then I want you to set a goal that will help you kind of manifest that idea of what you want. I want you to work at getting something that you want to achieve. So that's kind of the idea. I want to tell you my personal goals, because then maybe you can hold me accountable to this throughout the year. And now I do not have my steps written down yet, but trust me, I am already working on it. So a couple of things that I want to get better at. I have started investing more and more in my home studio for tracking drums. And so my goal is that I want to just get better at tracking drums. I think my goal, to put it concretely, is I want to get to master level quality, like, actual usable on an album quality of recording drums here in my home studio. Now, there's a couple of steps I know I have to take to get there. I have to invest in some more sound treatment for this room. There's some low ceilings in this room that I need to work on. I've actually started researching that already. I've already invested in some new mics. I've got more mics that I would like to invest in to get there. And there's some new software that I've already invested in as well that's on its way, and some new hardware, some new preamps, some things like that I'm working on. I'm working on using as well. So I have a few steps in mind that are very concrete as far as equipping myself to be better at it. The other goal for me is also kind of recording oriented, and that is I want to improve my mixing, not just at drums, which of course is the number one priority, but I want to get better at mixing records as a whole. Now, I know this is a drummer podcast, but I do want to encourage you, if you've never tried mixing your own playing, that's another thing that is really valuable. We talked about editing your drums the other day. I want you to think about mixing your drums and the levels, and that goes into tuning and how you play dynamically and all those kinds of things as well. So think about that as well when thinking about your goals, things you might want to improve on. But those are my two kind of big goals for the year: getting better at tracking drums, being equipped to track drums better, and then also getting better at mixing. And I actually am already practicing. I've found some download sites where I've downloaded other people's songs that are unmixed, and I'm practicing mixing those myself. And that's really, 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 really great. It also helps me understand when I'm tracking drums, what constitutes a good drum sound. So it's really helping me there as well. All right, so that's my goals for the year. What are yours? I'd love to hear about it. So post on my Facebook page or Instagram, or send me an email, whatever you'd like. I'd love to hear about it. Or I tell you what, every single one of these podcasts gets its own little blog post page over on danielhadaway.com. So it would be great if you go to this episode on my website, and it should be easy to find it. Go there and comment about goals. I guarantee you that the title of this episode, I haven't titled it yet, but it'll be something about setting goals and drumming. So go check that out. Maybe leave a comment there. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your goals are. So tomorrow I'm really excited, because tomorrow I am going to tell you my plans for next year. What am I going to do? I want to become a bigger, better, more equipping resource for you and your drumming. And I have some very specific plans for 2017 on how I'm going to do that. And I want to tell you all about those things next year, or they're happening next year, but I want to tell you about them tomorrow. Or if you're listening to this late, it's probably already there, and maybe you already listened to it, so you already know, but don't tell anyone else in case they haven't heard it. No spoilers. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.